Outsiders got Patrick Kane. 8 goals shy of 500 for Kane. Centering one. Scores! Dylan Larkin!
About another month or so.
Luke's from Holland, Michigan, along with Lane Hudson.
Oh!
Score!
Beautiful shot by Casper.
Larkin in behind the net, getting away from Riley. Larkin on it again. They score! Lucas Raymond! For Lucas Raymond, Larkin in front. There's a shot blocked by Tanev. He does a lot of that. Here's DeBrincat. Let go by Raymond, across for Kane to Raymond. He scores!
Oh, baby. He's
Riley
coming.
gets
Here
the
we
center,
go.
shoots it in, and Talbot will leave it there. An empty net for Simon Edmondson. The empty net. He scores!
Oh, my God.
Back in it, Kane. 7 seconds left. Looking for the empty net and scores! Andrew Copp up high with it. Raymond DeBrincat saves Stolarz. Rebound. It's underneath. Backhand. Scores!
Backhand.
Dylan Larkin. Appleton replacing Raymond on this line. He's got it there. He scores!
Oh my God.
He scores!
Have that success and trust them and give an opportunity to sink or swim.
Larkin back out. Score! Appleton beats Bobrovsky. The stick goes flying. That belongs to Lundell. Puck out of the zone. Knocked ahead by Rasmussen into the empty net. Second of the night. Mason Appleton. Coming off back-to-back wins over Toronto. Here's Rasmussen on the feed from DeBrincat. He scores!
Play back and across.
Penalty coming. Tampa Bay.
Oh! And score!
It was touched, but Pelican shot it.
Swings it wide. Gensel back in front. Hedman just missed it. And a break the other way. From center ice. It's Dylan Larkin. The game on his stick. Scores! Larkin wins it. The Red Wings have to rise even more because you don't take anybody lightly. Scores! What a shot! Dylan Larkin off a one-timer from Ben Sherratt. That gets fed in. Comes to Larkin. Plays one back to the line for Bernard Docker. Finney in front. Bruce Brown. He scores! Emmett Finney with #1! And it's 2-0. Larkin driven wide by Frederick. Put on the brakes onto his forehand now. Larkin toward the goal. Scores!
Oh,
a seeing eye shot. And it's 3-1. Mattias Ekholm into the slot. Knocked down by Larkin. That gets cleared ahead. An empty net for Finney. Finney goes for it toward the empty goal. He scores!
Ball get the far point. Kyrou to Thomas. Slot, Falk, shoot, score! Justin Falk.
Here's Berggren. Dragging the line to stay onside was Comfer. Kicked out. Big rebound. Comfer. He scores! Comfer in front of the net. 5 to go in the second. Larkin with a little stutter step to create some space in front of that. He scores!
Wow.
What a feed for Emmett Finney!
My goodness.
And the rookie's got another one. Went for Finney. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Emmett Finney for Larkin. Backhand shot. Scores!
Nobody around him. Brent Burns was sucked into the puck. Left circle. It's sent back of the net. Chipped out in front by Arvidsson. They score! Victor Arvidsson.
Bernard Docker from center. Raymond goes in there against Paul. Scores! What a feed front Finney! Puck is loose, just down by 2. Hamonic shot, scores! It's a 1-goal game!
Really?
4-3. Twist. For Neighbors picked off. DeBrincat's away, 3 Blues are back, 3-on-3. DeBrincat crossing with Casper, firing, scores! Copp plays one across, Berggren back his way. Comfer's got it. Edmondson scores! The Holloway, they play catch. The shot, and just deflected and wide for the empty net for Edmondson. Scores!
Now Janot. Little twist over the line, hands to Mitten. Arvidsson shoots, he scores.
Binnington was in the net. The puck stayed out. That was unorthodox. Got a piece of it. Scores! Tipped in front of the goal. Off the shot from the point. Comes back here for Seider again. He's got Raymond this side. Toward the goal. They score! Tipped in front of the net.
But enjoyed my time.
Scores! Shot from the point. Larkin in front. And it's 3-1. It's got it back to the line here for Fowler. For Dylan Holloway, the shot hit bodies in front. Raymond waiting for Larkin for the empty net. He scores! It just mishandled a little bit, so couldn't fire it. Here's Raymond. DeBrincat scores! It's all even! When you're hot, you're hot! Sandin Pellikka scores! Tipped in front, may have been Kasper! And it's 2-1! Stick came up high into Johansson. DeBrincat able to find it. He's away along with Appleton, catching up Kasper. There it is, Appleton, back in front of the net, and they score! What a great play! And he's got a couple here for Marco Kasper tonight. Over it goes for Frank Vatrano, who's trying to get going. No goals yet on the season on 19 shots. Break in the other way, and it's a tie game. Lucas Raymond has even down by 2 goals. Raymond DeBrincat all alone, he scores! The Red Wings within 1. Alex DeBrincat.
Hall shoots, blocked. Arvidsson might have a step. Arvidsson to the dot. He scores!
And Suter going to the front. That's blocked back to Holloway in the corner. Oscar gets it off the wall. What a pass. Falk shoots. Score!
ASP with it again. In front of the goal is Larkin. Raymond faked the shot, found some space, took the shot. He scores! Oh, what a beautiful bar down! DeBrincat went on the stick side. Another shot. This time gets blocked from DeBrincat. Here's Edvinsson for Seider. Rister scores!
Sakic shoots. Sorokin the save. He looked behind him. Middlestat to the slot. Sent out in front. Sorokin the save. They score! Victor Arvidsson shot. Looked like it clanged in off a skate.
So they'll make it 5-on-5 as we go back now 6-on-5 as we're back at even strength. Blues to the empty net. Score! Justin Falk finishes a strike.
In behind for Kopp. In a battle there with Lafreniere. They score!
Whoa!
Centering feed into the back of the net for Comfort.
His pass blocked by Alex Steeves, called up from Providence, making his Bruins debut. Sent out in front, they score! Victor Arvidsson!
Patiently,
Whoa.
perfect feed. Here's Raymond on the wing. Raymond right in on goal. Save made, rebound, Larkin scores! Played back here for Seider. Seider again. Cross to Raymond. DeBrincat screening, scores! Berggren for Detroit. Up for Kopp with a lead feed to Rasmussen from the dot. Pulls it back, scores! Wow. Able to find Sandin Pellikka to an open Sherratt. Moving it now for Berggren, and that goes high over top of the bar. Scores!
And I think it was his left skate that he was trying to get a good edge on, and he tested it, he liked it, and he said, okay, we're done. I'm going back.
Power play offensive zone draw, scores! And a race for the puck. Larkin, he escapes. Larkin's in, he's got Raymond with him. Raymond back to Larkin. Score! He tried to feed through to Raymond, wouldn't get there. Larkin played a self-pass back. Larkin spinning at the line for DeBrincat with the empty net. Scores!
All right, there's a little nuance there that's going to be educational for us later.
Falk, bomb, score!
Here's Lindholm. Pasternak. Right of the net, Saka. Out in front, they score! What a dish that was to Victor Arvidsson.
Yeah.
Byram lost it. DeBrincat scores! There is some good pressure there from Edvinsson. So Larkin fed it in deep to Raymond in front. Scores! Wow. Dylan Larkin! What a feed from... Raymond unable to one-time it. Got it to DeBrincat across for Kane. Never got there. Scores! It's 4-1 power play goal. Kane again. Save made. Scores! It gets through on the Raymond shot. DeBrincat right there in front. Lucas Raymond in. Little stutter step there. Raymond driving around the goal. Raymond still with it. Raymond's got the opening. He scores! What a beautiful goal! Larkin moved one ahead for Seider on for DeBrincat. Here's Raymond. Fires. Scores!
There you go.
For the second star of the week in the NHL, Alex DeBrincat. Comes back here for Sandy. Scores! Top covered by two Kraken. Danielson pass in front to score! To Emmett Finney! Shot from Dunn, knocked down DeBrincat. Larkin for the empty net, and he scores!
Walker dumps it in. Toropchenko flies in on the forecheck, forces the turnover. Sundqvist to the line. Falk, the shot, he scores! They can't clear it out the Flyers. Falk holds it in. Now to Kyrou. Kyrou to the goal line. Neighbors to Falk. He shoots. He scores!
Power look back to Greenway. He was covered. Now he's open. Greenway to the net. Here's a loose puck. Chance in front. Great move. Scores! Jacob Bryson.
That came against Seattle for Finney. That puck didn't get out. Here's Raymond with a nice move. Scores! What a move! What a goal! Lucas Raymond, it's one. Artist on the ice, and the artist, the way he does his stick, will show you that in a future telecast. Here's Kane with a shot block. Sherratt scores! Ben Sherratt! It's 3-2! Finney across. Danielson. Oh, put a shot deferred.
No kidding.
Here's Seider. Penalty now over. Seider shot. He scores!
Or 3-on-3 time, I should say, all year. I don't think so.
Here's DeBrincat. Scores! Alex DeBrincat wins it! Jesper Bratt is still much contention here in New Jersey, but they're going with Jesper, so we'll stick with it. Here's Kane with a shot, and now they go. They score off the rebound! On it is Raymond. Back for Seider. Back to Raymond. Couldn't one-time it, but creates some space. Raymond right in. Saved by Markstrom. Rebound. They score! Raymond finds Larkin through the middle. On the wing for DeBrincat. DeBrincat cuts to the middle. Scores! Behind the net. Onanen. Sherratt toward the goal. Scores!
Quality scoring chance that doesn't turn into one. Wow.
Danielson threw it there, but just not perfect, and scores! Had the first one, and then Tampa tied it on the power play. Here loose in front, and they score. They get even again, and it's the hot shooter. Around Gonzalez. Larkin with it to the goal. Scores! Dylan Larkin makes it 4-3.
A lot of fun in that stuff.
Finney able to regroup and get it back. Raymond scores! What a play! Larkin passed into Kane. Back scores!
What a play!
Tie game. Rasmus left it there. DeBrincat across for Kane. Now for Seider with some room. There's a shot. He scores! Into the zone it went. Loose puck. Finding it. Scores! DeBrincat let it go, and it beats Swayman. He got a piece, but not enough. Here comes Finney. On for Raymond. Now to Larkin. To the slot for Sherratt. Scores!
Maybe.
Ben Sherratt. To Raymond, to Seider. To Raymond again. To Kane. To Seider. To Raymond. He scores! Beautifully set up.
Joseph, he couldn't handle it. I think it bounced over his stick. Shoots. Binnington to Arvidsson. He scores!
Seider's up top. DeBrincat and Larkin. Excellent power play goal scores. Seider to the net. Score! Kane. Sandin Pellikka out there now. Raymond remains. Shot! Score! James Van Riemsdyk in front for the 37-year-old. It's his fourth goal of the year.
And you're talking about his goals. Really what Patrick Kane's good at is distributing.
DeBrincat scores!
Danielson played one back for Sandin Pellikka. Back for Nate Danielson. Cross rink, they score! Sider down low, Edmondson from a sharp angle, stopped by Decord. They try to bank one in off him, and they did it go in. Yeah. No signal yet.
We can take a look. Here's the first opportunity. High save there by Joey, and watch as Kopp pushes this puck behind Joey Decord. And that clearly...
And Patrick Kane couldn't make the play. It came right back to Kane again, patiently waiting. Finds DeBrincat, goes across. Great feed. What a goal! Belander on him. Spinning away from his countryman. Sandin Pellikka was on. They score! In front of the net. So 6 on 5 goals. 4 against. But goals for 9 into the empty net. Here's Larkin milking to make it 10, and he does. Joel Farabee, the former Flyer, came from Philadelphia along with Morgan Frost in a deal. That's sent it right about. They scored to DeBrincat. What a pass from Kane. One more time for Kane. Dropped it off there for DeBrincat. Pass down low. They score. What a play. This time it's DeBrincat and a one-time shot. Here comes Kane. Speaking of assists and a good save made there by Cooley. In front for DeBrincat. He scores. In came ball. Loose at center. Taken away. Here's Larkin. Larkin right to the net. Scores! Dylan Larkin makes it 4-0. Picked off and moved ahead. And on the wing now for Danielson. Back in front. They score! Great feed in front by Danielson. And Edmondson
showing up. I've been really lucky. Cash just touched on that.
Chaser in the boot. Justin Falk.
Kane gets boxed to the boards with some help there from DeBrincat. Came free for Kopp, back for DeBrincat. He tipped the one. He scores! DeBrincat!
Ooh, look at him.
Beautifully fed through. Save made, rebound. They score!
Wow.
So Finney's too shy of 500, and he went for the cat. Cat's got it now. Again. He's waiting for Kane to catch up. Hits the empty net himself. Wins with a slight edge through 2 periods. Here's Sandin Pellikka right to the net. He scores! It's a 1-1 tie. Great space. Gets it back from Sider into Larkin. Skate the stick. Raymond. Sider. DeBrincat. Fires. Scores! Good keep in by Sider for DeBrincat. Down in the lane. Sider. DeBrincat. Fires. Blocked. DeBrincat. Scores!
Ian Cole back for the Mammoth, held up by Andrew Kopp. Puck loose behind the Utah net. Red Wings keep it alive. Finney scores!
Now Buchnevich dumps it in. Coming out the play at Hellebuck quickly to the corner. The Blues jam it away. Thomas, far wing. Falk, score! Justin Falk points in 3.
Up it comes for John Leonard. Number 43 for Detroit in his second game with the Red Wings, the leading scorer in the American Hockey League, goes to the front.
Bingo!
They score! And he does it here too! Turning Beauvillier. He got checked.
Look at this.
Had nowhere to go. Sider with Soderblom. Scores! Chychrun beaten to it by Edmondson. Puck didn't get out though. Knocked away again. Larkin for the empty net. Scores!
Ekblad. It's forced to the middle to the far wing. Falk with a shot. They score! Did it beat the clock?
Partial unit gets switched up here as Danielson gets ridden to the boards, picked up by Finney for Sandin Pellikka. Here's Raymond shooting. Score!
Nice job, Leonard, right there. 3 caps around it.
Here's DeBrincat. Scores! It found its way. Just too far for him. Around for Kopp. He's got Sider. Goes there. Fires. Score! Game winner!
The puck goes down into the corner. Tucker put it to the middle. Stenberg's shot went wide. Falk with a shot. He scores! scores! The Blues get a big one!
Red Wings attempt. Now Seider once again. A minute to go on the penalty. Here is Raymond, save, rebound, finish, score! Back out for Seider. For DeBrincat. Cross ice, Raymond. Oh, what a pass, and Larkin scores! Seider with it once again. Now Larkin. Seider heads for the bench. Larkin pulls the string and scores!
They're going to want a full 60. They cough up the puck there. Oh! Post, or is it in?
Yes.
The back of the net and in, so not the post this time for Rasmussen. In behind for Kopp. Tried to go Danielson's way. Didn't get there. Robinson got in the way. Danielson dug it free. Leonard back in front. They score! Seider. Raymond. Couldn't shoot it. Seider off the boards. That's a scores! Mo Seider from distance! Here's Rasmussen. No! Plays called onside. Scores! In and out of the glove. Making the play. Hildeby. Loose puck here for Simon Edmondson, though. He gets chopped at. Edmondson right to the goal. He scores!
What a play.
What a game! Red Wings. Raymond with it. Back for Seider. For Dylan Larkin from 35 feet. Scores! Dylan Larkin. 1-0. They played 15 minutes against Matthews the other night. An elbow came up and that caught Rasmussen. But in comes Comfer. Oh, and a diving play made by Schenn. And it goes in.
And all senior citizens nowadays.
Oh, took a weird bounce in front, and they score! Kopp! Larkin looked in front. Never got there. DeBrincat with it across. Oh, and Raymond couldn't. DeBrincat, he scores!
Now Kolesar up ahead to Saad. Loose puck, Sissons feeds it. Kolesar has a step and he scores! Been a long time coming for Keegan Kolesar.
On the near wing now is Butch Navich in the offensive zone. Folks, score!
Filthy Proven. 5:39 into the second.
Now it's Chinakhov to McGroarty off the shoulder of Gibson and all the way around the boards. And DeBrincat with a step. DeBrincat moves in, shoots,
Nick Cousins, and in the midst of a change when Perron didn't see the puck coming his way. 7 gone in the opening period. We're still goalless. Trying to change that is Kopp, and he does! Near the top and then the bottom. Here's DeBrincat, the former Senator, gets booed.
Oh, wow.
Larkin buries that one.
What a play by Van Riemsdyk, was it?
Van Riemsdyk on it. Used that big body. Comfer, Raymond, fakes, shoots, scores! Lucas Raymond, long overdue for him. Into Red Wing territory, but couldn't get it through. Here comes Rasmussen. Fire, scores!
Steves shoots, glanced off the post, out in front, they score! Victor Arvidsson backdoor at the far post.
Raymond will go after it himself along with Carlson. Picked up here, Sandin Pellikka scores! It's blocked though and fed one off for Sherratt. Back for Sandin Pellikka. Again, that stick comes into play. Back in front, they score! Comfer! Slowed down by the stick of DeBruskin turning as Sherwood. Stolen here, scores! Gallagher just enough to prevent a better opportunity for the veteran, Brendan Gallagher. Right in front, they score! Raymond!
Immerse himself in the Montreal culture.
Good for him. And the Red Wings here on a power play. Too many men on the ice who went to break and scores! Because Nick Suzuki was getting slaughtered on faceoffs. Won just 2 of 13. There's a shot. Scores! Stopped there by Suzuki. Larkin goes rink wide for DeBrincat. A race for it. DeBrincat shovels one ahead for Kopp and in the goal.
Up top, Jokiharju shoots, Skinner the save, rebound, and score! Victor Arvidsson.
For the city of Buffalo and for the franchise and for the owner. Scores! Shot from the far point, gets through with traffic in front as it's Bryson with the shot.
Kopp going to retrieve it, finding DeBrincat, took the shot, he scores!
Oh my God! I think you're struggling to give him a good luck charm.
No, they send mean stuff on Twitter.
Oh, that's not right.
Here it is for Kane.
It's not fair.
Down low, they score! Johansson!
For Detroit this overtime.
Loose puck, DeBrincat grabs it. DeBrincat in front, scores!
Oh my God! What a play!
Andrew Kopp!
Now here's Zacha. He'll speed his way in. Pulls up. Across. Sent out in front. He scores!
Zone. They generate speed through center ice. Zacha makes it look like he's going to attack the net with.
Bowman scored a goal, his first goal in 18 games the other night. Turnaround shot, made a throw. Rebound, score! Keegan Colasar off the rebound.
Red Wings able to keep control here. San Jose down a man and down a stick from Wenberg. DeBrincat wide open net. It's 1-0 power play goal. Klingberg dumped it to no one in particular, and it gets picked off by Kasper in a good move. 3 are up. Kasper in across. Scores! What a play! John Klingberg turns in the corner. Van Riemsdyk got a stick in there to take it away. Centering feed. Larkin couldn't bat it in. And no, the referee, no signal yet. Raymond able to pick that off from the return pass back for Kasper. Scores!
Up the wall, Brunson have a winger there. It floats out. Here's Middlestat. Slowly over the line, waiting for reinforcements. Arvidsson saucered, centered, they score! What a spectacular!
Borzak. Now Bowman in behind the net.
In front, Colasar wide open and he scores!
Left it there for Kane. Has Kopp in down low. Sandin Pellikka scores! Kasper replacing Van Riemsdyk on the top line of how they started. Back in for Raymond, pulls it back, scores! What a snipe! Top shelf! DeBrincat's got it now. Ahead for Kopp with DeBrincat. Into space. He fires, he scores! Alex DeBrincat!
Out of the scrum, Detroit got the puck. Raymond ahead. Larkin gives it back to Raymond in front, scores! A rush goal, and there's Simon Edmondson. Along with McKee, chased back by Seider, knocked down by Seider. It's Larkin, scores!
Raymond back to Mo Seider. Raymond walking downhill, fire, score! Holy shnikes, Lucas Raymond.
No, you got to respect those that came before you.
Raymond in front, score! Lucas Raymond.
Big part of this organization.
Up ice, Colasar, wrist shot, blocker save made, rebound and a save again, rebound score, it's Colasar!
Bruins fish it free, Lohrei up top to Middlestat. Now Minten, centered, they score! Victor!
And block Kopp on it. Penalty over, loose side of that, the jam away, and they score! Leads all goalies and wins with 16 since December began. Back in front, scores! What a great play, and it's Compher again! Body. Came out in front, wraparound try. Knocked out of the air. It's in, but likely a high stick, we'll see. Kane with the empty net. Gets one ahead for DeBrincat. Loose puck here for Kopp. Kopp with it. Back for DeBrincat, he scores! High slot and Raymond in front of that. And two the other way. Kasper with Larkin right in the goal. He scores! He gets tied up by Edmondson. It comes for Kane. Kane goes back here for Seider. Seider down low to DeBrincat. He scores!
Lohrei punched it to Minten. Swings it right to the net. Wanted to play give and go. Arvidsson shoots. He scores!
Joined by Kane. Kane has it. DeBrincat. Shot! Score! There it is! Seider wants it at the point. He has it. Shot. Tipped by Wilson. It's loose. Bouncing, shot, score! Alex DeBrincat.
Such a great play by Dowd. Read that the whole way. Perfect defensive play by Dowd.
DeBrincat rims it around. Bad bounce in front. Where is it? In! Score!
Kolesar keeps it in, rotates it in behind the net. All the way to the far corner for Steele. A loose puck. Kolesar scores!
Pastrnak went down to the corner. Poked along by Crozier, but not out. Bouncing puck back to Pastrnak. Moved quickly across to McAvoy. Toward the net and tipped in. Another tip out of midair by the Boston Bruins. Victor Arvidsson.
McKinnon's got it. Backhand try in front. 2 goals and an assist on Saturday. As the Red Wings get one ahead, it's a 2-on-1. Makar is back. Raymond in. Pastrnak. They score! Checked by Sherratt. Cleared down. There won't be an icing here because Raymond's going to get there. And he scores! Lucas Raymond! Angled back off the kick played for Seider. Now to Kane. Back for Seider in tight. Shot just went wide. Bounces up and they score!
Bruins rip it in. Arvidsson threw it out in front. They score! Arvidsson shot. Bruins can't pick it up. There was a little spin on the puck. Along the near side, McAvoy ahead to Arvidsson. Shoots. He scores!
And now they have Dean Letourneau, who's have a nice season at Boston College with 18 goals.
I'll be honest with you, the trade tree's giving me a bit of a headache.
I might.
Hard to
shot the score! Here's Raymond. Larkin on the move. Into space. Larkin going in. On wall. Scores! Dylan Larkin with the gold medal and the first game back with the game winner. Larkin turning out with DeBrincat. Gives him the puck. Finds Edvinsson. Scores! Simon Edvinsson!
Really steep angle for Finney just in terms of that chance. But you like that a skater can put that at the net from a really steep angle. Hard for a goaltender to control.
That got tipped in. Rebound! And they score! Won the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year. Bunting at 63 points that year. In front for Raymond. He scores! Second cousin, Luke Evangelista, number 77. Knocked down was Josi. There's no arm in the air. And the Red Wings can break free here with Kasper Cross. Scores! Johansson! Josi mishandled. Raymond's got it. Lead pass to DeBrincat with an empty net with Kopp. DeBrincat scores!
Comes back for Simon Edvinsson again. Across for Seider, in for Finney, firing, scores! Got out of a way of a hit from Barbashev, but carrying on is DeBrincat. Pirouettes back, and then Kopp was checked. Edvinsson scores! Brought back by Raymond. High slot, DeBrincat scores!
Oh boy. Gets it free. Works it to Hampus Lindholm. Centers. Drifted just wide. Middlestad. Arvidsson, he scores!
And the draw comes back for Kane. Just high on the air. And scores! In and out that pass to DeBrincat.
More than 4 minutes gone by third period. Tied at 1. Very important game for these two. Here's Arvidsson on a breakaway. He scores!
Round around to the legendary Patrick Kane. Held on side, long wrist shot, scores! Seider launches it from long range. Kopp with the screen in front.
That's crazy.
It was amazing. Backdoor, score! What a pass! Van Riemsdyk.
Backhander by Falk, scores! By Falk. All alone, scores! Kasper! Hopper heads to the front of the net, scores! DeBrincat let it go! And it found the top of the net! Bumped up top by Uru. Chance Seider feeds off Edvinsson and a save made. He score! It gets through! And the Red Wings on the board! And the Red Wings with numbers the other way. In comes Finney. On for DeBrincat. Back for Finney right in front. Oh, what is it? They score! Tiger!
Number 12 in the season, the most he's had in his career. Lauzon lets it rip. Save made by Knight. The rebound just jumped over the stick on Cole Smith. Lozon wristing a tap score! Keegan Kolesar on the deflection.
Over, so Detroit back to full strength, and they've got the puck and a man breaking right in front. Great score!
What a play!
Oh my, what a passing play that was! Alex DeBrincat down low. Leads it across, wings in action on that power play. Their third chance of the game. Here's Seider, a shot, he scored! Now Raymond turning with the puck in his own end. He'll clear it out of there. Now the puck knocked away, and that's going to do it. Dominic Shine's going to score his second goal in the National Hockey League.
He's going to get it near side Middlestad. Arvidsson tried to fish it to Zacha. Out of net, they score! It was either Middlestad or Arvidsson that popped one.
On to DeBrincat, flies through the middle. DeBrincat went back for Kane, had to stop the take. Took the shot in, scores! Tipped by Kane, back for Mike Matheson. Lost the puck, where did it go? He scores! What a play! Played along the boards, it comes loose for DeBrincat again. DeBrincat ahead for Kopp with the empty net. Kopp in a goal, he's gonna seal the game!
Atta boy.
Has it back from Raymond. Kastelik trying to get in the way. Kane down low, some room. Kopp, they score! Kopp to Lucas Raymond. He centers one. DeBrincat, wrister scores! Top shelf!
Hit put on Shine, Van Riemsdyk. Angled back for Seider. Across for Simon Edvinsson. Back in front, tip, they score! Couldn't one time it. Back for DeBrincat again. They take away Larkin. Larkin's got it now. Scores!
Had it, lost it. Gets it back. Out in front. Pasternak shakes. Poke check. Arvidsson. He scores!
In fact, well, since January 24th, when the Red Wings were tied for first in the Eastern Conference, their power play is just 13% and scores there! Came loose in front, knocked away from King. Taken by McLeod. Puck didn't get out. It comes for Raymond again with room to shoot. He scores! Behind for Van Riemsdyk, centering feed. Drop back for Finney. Big stop. Finney rebound. Oh! And a toe stop there made by Lyon. Trying out for Gibson. Then he scores!
Oh, baby.
Came loose into the middle, cleared ahead, and chipped.
Oh, my
Trip
goodness.
was DeBrincat. No arm in the air.
Oh, my.
Here comes Kane. Looks back. Late man. Scores!
And he got the long change just off the bench. Here's Pasternak. Angles right. Arvidsson shoots. He scores!
Trying to get into the Stanley Cup playoffs with the Flyers. Here it comes, and they score! To the far wall. Kept in by Seider. He has it back. His shot hampered by Konechny. And now Kane. Edvinsson's got off. They score! Alex DeBrincat. They have two, now three Red Wings right in front. Seider down low. Raymond fanned on a one-timer. Raymond lets it go and scores!
McAvoy now. Pasternak walks in to the slot. Chip wide. Pasternak. He scores! He's got to stay in. Now he's going. Picked up by Arvidsson. Shoots. He scores! Victor Arvidsson just did it off. Hammer around. Robertson had it, lost it. Arvidsson shoots. He scores! Throw him if you got him. It's a hat trick for Victor Arvidsson.
Red Wings are on a power play here. Trying to dent the twine. It comes back for Kane. Walks right in. Save rebound. They score. They do it right there. For Patrick Kane. Into the slot. The shot scores. DeBrincat. Power play goal. Escapes traffic there from Barkey. The long and the short of it there. Into the slot. Comes back for Raymond. He scores.
Oh, baby.
A break there, and Lucas Raymond buried it. So it's Konechny's goal for the moment. Here's Kopp trying to answer. DeBrincat scores!
Oh, my God.
Oh, from a near impossible angle, except it wasn't impossible.
Line change with a puck nearby. Able to get away from it. Albert Johansson rips one, scores! First shot of the game goes in as Albert Johansson.
Pressure continues. Sandin Pellikka dragging away. Now it's Larkin in the middle of the ice. He'll drop it one more time. Sandin Pellikka, Rester scores!
League break, so everybody's playing a lot of hockey. Fans are getting to watch a lot of hockey.
Edvinsson scores! JT Compher!
Patrick Kane. Defended there by Provorov and Coyle. Larkin out front with it off the leg. He scored! Dylan Larkin! Larkin able to find Falk. Falk right in on goal. Great move! Scores! What a goal! Scores! Falk again! It's 3-2 right off the draw! Back here for Seider. Moves it for Raymond. Raymond from the dot. Pulls back with it. Then goes down low again.
That's it.
Scores! Back of the net to Brinkett. Able to find Seider. Seider now to Kane. Rod heading to the bench. Scores! Seider with a blast! Kane and Larkin assisting on the Seider goal. Kane's got it now. Down low for Larkin. He scores! Seider, but Forrester fires one. Whoa! Blocking a break here. 3 Red Wings are up. Larkin's all alone. Getting chased by a 71 counterpart. He scores!
My God.
And now Seider's got it on a 4-point night, along with Larkin on a 3-point night. Larkin's got it, scores! A 4-point night and a 5-point night. Augustine, Kosa. Here it is for Falk. Scores! Justin Falk makes it 1-0. Left there just onside now for Raymond. Raymond through his skates, back into the middle. Finney looking for it. He scores! Emmett Finney! Finished!
Good move by Brandzik Nygaard. Off the end boards, Van Riemsdyk back in front. Then a shot from Falk at stop. They score! Off the rebound. But a perfect spot. Puck doesn't get out.
Stolen by Kane from center ice. Patrick Kane with the Brinkett to him. Scores!
Great save selection by Jeremy.
Here's Lindholm. Fires. Dawes has saved the rebound. Arvidsson. He scores!
Sherratt with a stop and turn. Here's to Brinkett. Looks across the shot. Scores!
Aspero up the wall. It gets out. The Sabres have to clear out. Aspero with it. He'll high flip it back. Arvidsson with a step. Far circle. Backhand. He scores! Victor Arvidsson sprint. Who played about 17 and a half minutes. Drives it ahead. Here's Arvidsson 2-on-1. Shoots. He scores! Victor Arvidsson with a snipe.
Sometimes a change in voice helps. Here's Porzak with a shot. Strange carom off the glass, back to Coghlan. They score! Tipped in by Keegan Colasar. They have tied it. Then Colasar got smashed into the boards.